Alrighty then, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Mostly moist group of duplicants who are mostly moist because they're going to hopefully go on the surf. Whoa, sorry, big zoom on the surfboard here. It's not quite connected up because they need to do the pipes. That's what we finished last time. I have two plans for this episode, and whether we do them or not, I don't know. I would like. What are you? Stone hatch egg. Ooh, stone hatch egg. Ooh. Anyway, sorry, what's the difference between a stone hatch and a normal hatch? I don't know. I should look. Stone hatch. Excrete coal. Fine. Drop. Yeah, drop. They drop meat. Mm-hmm. Do they, though? They don't really, though, do they? They don't drop meat, really. They eat all these things. They're just giving coal. Everything gives coal. Are they actually going to be fed granite, obsidian, igneous rock, sedimentary rock? What am I actually feeding them at the minute? Muck root, sandstone, and sedimentary rock. Okay, fine. Well, have I got plenty of that? Yep. Okay, moving on. All right. Well, what I want to do is build a drowning chamber. And the way that essentially works is that, well, I've never done it, so there we go, that's the first thing. And thank you to the commenter who mentioned, oh look, meat. Nice. Thank you. Nice little meat morsel there. The way, a nice commenter commented that they like my watching a new player try and find solutions. Yes, that's definitely... oh, bless his little hatchling. Stopping. Finding unique solutions. I definitely think my quote-unquote unique solutions are probably far from optimal. But the whole point of playing a game is to play a game to have fun. And I'm playing a game to have fun. I started the YouTube channel so it would encourage me to play a game and have fun. That's what I'm doing. Please don't use this as... if I were to show my flight simulator gaming, then you would definitely not be using that for real-world applications. Anyway, moving on. So the idea is that you have a bunch of hatches, and then when they turn into eggs, you take the eggs, put the eggs underwater, and they drown. I know it's a bit macabre, but they drown, and then from the drowning... you obviously get the meat. So what I was thinking of doing was creating a drowning chamber over here. I'm just going to make it up and see if it works. They can climb out. And then have the priorities for the eggs go into the incubators until they're full. And then when they're not full, they go to or when they are full, they're then going to go to the drowning chamber. And we're going to see how that goes. So I'm going to invent a drowning chamber over here. Sorry, that's the first thing I'm going to do. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this area here to essentially move all of the heavy industry. So we're going to put the heavy industry up here in this location and then insulate it. And then the idea being that eventually I'll put steam turbines on top. So there's a couple of things to do. So I'm just going to let the game run at normal speed while I do a little bit of planning and thinking. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to build... up to here, like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have, we're going to destroy buildings only. This here, and because we got, we're likely to have so many idle dupes in a minute. Why is that real? It's just red for the sheer heck of it. Interesting. We should have plenty of dupe power to do that. This is then going to be where we're going to put our, like I say, brain. Come on, brain. Come on, you can do it. Where we're going to put our hatches. So I'm going to have one more tile, but I want them to build this, to do this before I do too much else, because they'll get trapped and then things will be sad again. So let's let them... In fact, I'm so terrified of them getting trapped. I'm just going to pop a little ladder there like that. Also 7, and then we'll go from there. In the meantime, right, let's just lock that in as a 2, and then down here we're going to lock this in as a 3. We also got water over here going through. We have. Okay, germy water is becoming anti-germy. Right. So this little lot can all be dealt with now, and we can get in here and mop this. So let's start doing that. So you guys can come through here like this. We can dig through that. And then we can mop this, and then this. When they get down there, they should be able to get to all of this. Okay. Oh, they can't. Yes, I can work out why they were doing that. This can now be deconstructed. We can get rid of all this. Where are we? Deconstruct. We can get rid of this. And then this pipe here can be deconstructed as well. We might, you never know, we might actually need this pipe at some point, but for now it's just going to irritate me. So we're just going to get rid of this. Let's just get rid of it to there. And we'll leave that one in case we need that again in a minute. Also, we can go and do a low priority sweep of that, just to clear stuff up, get things moved into boxes where we can hopefully use them. Okay, how's it going over here? Great. Have we still got any? We have. Congratulations, Puffed. We're definitely lowering on the slime, so this is why I really want to improve the hatch situation so that we can, have a reliable source of food. So now that's done. What I'd like to do now is base... I'm just going to, for fun, just going to put a mesh tiling because I quite like the look of them. Then we're going to have a door. And we're going to put the door here, like this. And then we're going to have plumbing bottle emptier here. Let's do it with a bottle emptier. Yep. Like that. And then we're going to have base automatic dispenser like this. Like that. And this will make sense, I hope. That's the plan. We'll see how that goes for me in a minute. So I'm going to leave the ladder just for now, just until they do this, and then we'll see what happens. I'm hoping that we can dispense the eggs through the door. That's the plan. Again, there's conveyor belts that you can do all sorts of clever things, and I may get to conveyor belts at some point. Rotten pinch of pepper nut. Interesting. Interesting. Is this full of pinch of pepper nut? It is. Very interesting. Okay, what can you make? Can you make anything with pinch of pepper nut? Well, you're making all these things. Omelette for eggs. I don't want to make omelette for eggs because we want to use the eggs. You poor little thing. You're just... Yeah, low battery, I know. We can go and charge up, can't you? Temperature-wise, how are we doing? Hot. A little bit toasty over here. We do need to start thinking about properly cooling. This is nice and cool because that had all that nice cool water coming through from here. No, it didn't. That went into here. Yeah, getting hot. Making ice. It's all a little bit, I don't know. Automation, wire, deconstruct. Let's get rid of... I didn't realise that was touching that. We definitely want to get rid of that then anyway. That's... Yeah, all being controlled by this, so this can all go away. Yep, get rid of all that. And then that can be deconstructed as well. Well done, team. Right, while they're doing that, they're going to come in here and do this. That's great. And at the same time, we want to think about what we want to do. So, they've cleared all that out. That's terrific. Well done, game. Well done, team. Let's get a mass dig going on here. So we're just going to strip this out. So go get rid of all this because we want to clear the space. Let's get rid of all this. That's great. Great stuff. Dig all of this, please. Yeah, you're going to get to that somehow, which we'll need a ladder for. Get up there and dig that, please. And then we're going to dig all this. Will they get trapped? Probably. Do we care? Absolutely. Let's make this a 6, so it's a little bit more important than everything else. Okay, that's going to get through there to that. Then we're going to do the same thing here. This is all going to be a 6. I actually remember to do it. Well done, me. Yeah. Okay, well, what were you building it in? Who cares? Oh, it's been built like that. Fine. Build it with this. Let's get rid of this. Okay, that's great. Again, 6s. I need to change my priorities for digging. Right. This is going to give us a nice big square where we can start thinking about bringing our industry from down below. And the way we'll worry about that once they've got through the building. Let's speed the game up slightly. Okay, how are we doing up here? We're doing well. This is going to be a 6. And it's going to be critter egg for hatch. Hatch egg, hatch egg, hatch egg. Okay, good. Great. Okay, and it's going to be a 6. And then these should be 7s. That's right. We're going to actually make them 8s. Like that. This is a 5, can be a 7. Don't know why that's on a 5. That's fine. And these guys, if I just grab one of these, you see it says cramped. The select hatch slowed its reproduction rate to prevent further overpopulation. So I think what I'm going to do, because I'm including the egg in here, what I'm actually going to do is drop this to 7. Like that. Drop this to 7. Yeah, and then this one can be whatever. And then this can be 7. And this can be 7. Like that. And then in theory, I think they should come and shuffle these guys out of here. And we should drop this to... They should move them around, so that should be good. That's the plan. You've already dropped a stone at hatch egg. This is fantastic. This ladder can be deconstructed. That's great. Good stuff. Good game. Good game. Oh, is that them? Oh, yeah, well done. Well done. Don't just leave them there tied up. Where are you going to put them? Good. Right, so now there's only 7 of 7. Now what's the problem? Okay, they should be... We'll see what happens when that sort of goes round and sees it settled itself down. Hatch space... Current critter population requirement 84. Room size is 81. Right. We need to make our hatch... I see. That's why the number is 8. Okay. So hatch 7, 84. Right. So what size? Room size 81. Should have made my hatch ranches a little bit bigger. Should we nudge this over then? I mean, we could. Because we want more hatches. Right. Okay. Oh, but this is a big wire. Fine. We need to do work. Come on. Come on, Simon. Stop resisting it. Just do the work. Do the work. Put the work in. Come on. Right. Let's do this as a 7. This is going to go left 2. Up. And then back in there. That's great. Do that. Okay, they'll get round to that. Wow, they're not hanging around. It's good. And then we're going to nudge everything to the left, to the left. Don't sing. Okay, they're going to like... They're idle. They just are so idle. Right, how's this doing? Right, this... We would like to put some water in here. Enable auto bottle. And for goodness sake, let me know... Oh, they're going to do that forever. This should be... Oh, that's why. That's why they need the... Okay. I see. That's why we can't do that. Okay, I need to think, because that... We can't do sweep only, because that'll do... And they'll be forever cycling this... The eggs around. Okay. Deconstruct that. Okay. We're going to have to actually think about things. Yeah, stop doing that. Just deconstruct this. Good. Okay. Right. Have we got conveyor belts? We have. Alright, let's have a think about this. Simon's actually got to use his brain, unfortunately. That's very sad. So... I mean, do we just grab all the eggs? How do we repopulate the species? That's the question. Ah, I know how we repopulate the species. So what we're going to do is we are going to put... Okay, I don't know how to do this. Shipping. Auto sweeper. Okay. So that grabs from all over the place here. So we're going to hope that the eggs just appear magically here. So we're going to get auto sweeper, auto sweeper, auto sweeper. This looks like overkill to me. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just going to let this happen and we'll see what happens. This, they need to put more water in there so they can probably drown them. That's fine. Yeah, that's great. Right, they built that in like a nanosecond. Great. So then this... Oh, we got power problems. Oh no, we got a massive, great new power line here. We can just power these on their own power line. So we should totally do that. This 960, this is 1080, that's fine. Let's do that. So this, go to there. This is oxygen, so do not deconstruct that until that's done. Okay, and then this can just be a power line. Go to there. And we'll power that in a minute. Right. Yeah, great. Okay, good. Again, while they're doing that, we can do this down here. So look at this. Fantastic. All this space for activities. So we're going to start here. And we're going to have, for now, insulated tile of granite, which is going to go straight through here like that. And for now, again, just so that I get... It's going to take them a while to build this stuff. Let's go down to here. They can build all that. That's great. This can be dug out. That's all algae and slime and things. Algae, slime. Great. We need slime anyway. Dig that. That's great. Can they still get across here? They can. That's good. Let's just pop a couple of those in. Just so that they can get around there. This is all sevens. That's terrific. That's great. Fungal spores are getting chucked in there. We've still got more of these. This is all good. I mean, it's flipping awful to live in there, right? Yeah, but there we go. Right. Okay, we've got things. Give us something good. Give us something good. Sand. Beautiful. Okay. We will get more duplicants at some point. But we just need to sort that out. These need sand, right? Yeah, sand. Okay, and we've got, 153 tons. Good. You carry on with that. That'll take them a minute to build those tiles. This is getting dropped in there. That's great. These have been built. We've hopefully done that. That's great. So this can now be deconstructed to there. And then this can be deconstructed. And this can be connected. This is getting built. Eventually. Is this not unreachable? Why is that unreachable dig? Okay, that makes complete sense. Do that. Utterly complete sense. They can't get there, of course. So that makes, while you're at it, do those two as well. Well, this is all sand. We're just going to let chlorine out, but... I mean, how much chlorine is in here? Unfortunately, quite a lot, and I just made a clerical error there, but never mind. That should sort itself out. All this lovely natural gas. This is great. This is never going to have natural gas again. So we could just save ourselves some pain by just... What's that? Meteor showers, that's fine. Okay, you, congratulations, you are now deconstructed. You are deconstructed. Let's just get rid of this. Get rid of that. That's great. And then power, yep. Deconstruct. Oh, I've got a dodgy line there anyway. Okay. That can all be deconstructed, that's great. This can be deconstructed. Good. Get all this lovely free things back. Get lots of nice machinery or nice metals and things back, which is good. We like that. All free good stuff. Right, this is now, this feels like this is... I think we might go up a little further. I don't believe that every time, the mistake I make is I have a sip of tea, or in this case coffee, and then I look away before I'm looking back at the screen, before I put the flipping cup down. So then I miss. I'm terrible. Oh, they're having a coffee! Oh, didn't quite catch you, Steve. Well done, Steve. Nice. Okay. That power line does brown out occasionally. That's because it's got too much on it. 1080 on you. We need to tidy up our power lines a little bit. What are you powering? You are just powering the disco. There's obviously too much on this power line. I mean, it's just clearly, obviously too much, right? You're still zapping getting the power to the grill and the research, which is hilarious to me. We do desperately need, not desperately, I mean, why don't we do that? Whoa. Okay, we'll get all this back. And then actually this, don't deconstruct that. Keep that. Keep all that stuff. If there's rattling in the background, don't worry, that's just my wife moving some boxes around. Okay. Because we can just do something sensible. Let's do this. Let's just have a power line that they can build. That's going to go up here. So they can build that. Up this ladder. I mean, this is ridiculous. But we'll just do it anyway. And then we can connect that to there. And then that will power this all on its own. And then this will no longer brown out, and then it's got its own power line, and it's ugly as anything, but hey-ho. Right. Okay, I think this is nearly enough, but we're just going to fill that up. Okay, meanwhile, back over here. Great. Okay, carry on. Carry on. How are they doing down here? Well done, team. My goodness. Right. So, eventually, we will have a steam turbine that will fit here. I can't do that because I haven't got any plastic yet, so we need to worry about plastic. But what we also want to do is I'm thinking that here is where we'll store our petroleum for now. No, this looks like a fantastic place to store our petroleum. So we'll put that in here. That's great. We're going to dig that out. And we're going to put some liquid tanks in here for now. Like that. And we will connect them together with some pipe. So this can then go into there, like that. That will connect them together, and then this will be fed from whatever we want to do here. That's going to then put the things in. Hey, I've got so much time. Next, we're going to do this. Have lots of nice 2x2 rooms. That's not going to line up. That's going to trigger all sorts of people. Hey ho. Oh no, that's fine. No, I've just been an idiot. That's okay, don't do that. Yeah. I'm just being an idiot. Alright. So, this is going to go to there, this is going to go to there. We don't need insulated tile once we get in here. But one of these, we might have airlocks. So, I'm going to have a little think about what I want to put in here. So, again, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, which is here, which is fine. I can hear. What can I hear? I could almost hear a... Is there a geyser that I've not uncovered here? Yes. Do I know what this one is? Carbon dioxide. Oops. Sorry, game. I also didn't pause, so they've taken a little bit of stress for that. Yeah. Carbon dioxide. What can we do with carbon dioxide? We'll have a think about that. Right. We can make a carbon dioxide rocket, but that feels somewhat ridiculous. Right. You... This is... No, that's okay, because they can come over the top to get to here. That's fine. So for now, we'll do this. And I think what we'll do is we will adjust this. And this is going to be just iron. Can come all the way down to here, like that. Thank you, game. lag. The lag is real. We're on cycle 333. Crazy times. Crazy times, I tell you. Which is great. We'll let them do that before anything else, and then they might as well dig a little bit out while they're going. Get some free delicious things. And we'll stick a tile here, because it's nicer to walk on tile than it is ladder. So that's good. They'll do those things. Then we'll deconstruct that. We can get rid of all this, because that's fine. Good. Right. Okay. They're going to carry on doing that. Yeah, this is all good. This is just desperately needs to be swept to get rid of any bits and pieces. This they'll deal with when they get there. I know I'm mumbling. I'm sorry. Once they've built that ladder, I'll know we're safe to do other things, such as this. I can't do that because that's where my great big power line goes. So we need to redirect the great big power line. Terrific. Okay, you... I'm using up all the iron here, but it doesn't really matter. So great big power line can go to great big power line there. We'll get some of the iron back when we're doing that. Anyway, they're doing a fine job of this. This should be good. I think that just stays there. Yep, let's just sweep that tile, please. We'll sweep this as well. Clear all this stuff out. That's great. Okay, meanwhile, back up here. Right, that is now officially good. That's definitely enough water. This is going to be locked. Okay, so we've got the end result. Okay, so igneous rock sweep. Good. Okay, so we've got that, we've got this built. This is great. Okay, deconstruct. Hermit recruitment process. Ooh. Is that because we powered him up? Oh, look at the Christmas lights! Woohoo! Look at that! Very good. Oh, hello. Yeah, nice. Right, deliver food to the mailbox, improve nearby decor. Average decor minus 102. Okay, fair enough. Decor of 120. Well, that's going to be quite the... Quite the challenge. Well, we'll tart it up. You were a hermit. I mean, if you're a hermit, why do you need all the decor? Let's not talk about that. So we put him on the main grid, but never mind. Right. We can't... Okay, spicy tofu. Well, we'll worry about that when it gets there. Can we just make spicy tofu? Probably not. Probably not. Don't even know what we need to... Yeah, okay, fine. Great. Just checking how things are going over here. We should have had some... You see, this is actually filling up with quite a lot of... Have we got... Is that water pipe finished? It is! And someone must have used it. Someone must have used it. Eventually we'll get the water out of here. And put it somewhere else, but we'll worry about pumping that later. For now, we've got so much... so much extra water coming in here, we might have to extend the height of that tank. In fact, we almost certainly do need to extend the height of that tank. Let's make sure it goes right up to there, so that we don't accidentally... Something tragic doesn't happen. This is a bug, because it's supposed to be being excavated, but it can't be, which is sad. So that's fine. Okay, things that we can't... My poor little brain can only do so much at once. They can't get to this. Could they? They must be able to reach that, right? Awaiting iron ore. We're running out of iron ore again, so I need to be careful. So let's just shiny nice iron ore here, right? Yeah. Iron ore, lots of coal. Do you remember when we needed coal? Remember that? Remember when coal was a problem? Yeah, let's go down here. We're going to let all this chlorine out. I don't know that I want to let that chlorine out. I think we'll just dig across to there and dig across. There's a little bit blip of chlorine there, but that'll give us a little bit more iron ore. Is this all iron? This is all iron here. Look, let's just... This is all trapped behind two of these, so in theory it should be fine. Absolutely fine and dandy. Dig that way, dig this way all the way through to here. More ladder. I mean, we're just doing terrible digging really, but I want to keep that. Because we might... Let's go down here. like that. Let's harvest that. I like to harvest these because, you know, they're where they're supposed to be. That can be left alone. We'll leave that one then, and then this. Yeah. We will dig, dancing down to here. Like that. And then dig across here, please. Get rid of all that. They should be able to dig up to 4. La 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 la. They get to there, they get to there. That's great. They get to there. This could also be harvested. Right, this one can only be harvested if they actually can climb up to get it. Like that. I assume they can harvest that. But I'm just going to do this instead. Or to make sure. Well, they have so much... Okay, yeah, careful. Definitely careful. Please be careful. I've just done a terrible thing. I need to be very careful here. Yeah, just make sure that they don't do something stupid, because if he hops over to this ladder and then zaps back... Okay. I'm too scared of that, so let's just leave that, because otherwise, yeah, terrible things. Terrible, terrible things. Okay, good. Sweep. Sweep all this. Thank you. Good. Right, that's full, definitely. That's going to die, which is great. Free meat. Okay. They can't... They want to power this, but they can't. Okay. Let's just grab a little shot of this person having a nice coffee. Thank you. Carry on. Okay. Doing this. They've built that. Let's just make the rest of this. We got plenty of iron ore yet? We got 6 tons of iron ore now. That's great. Once they've built that, we can then connect that to that. Oh, and that. Yeah. Okay. Carry on. Good. How are we doing down here? Too many things at once. This is now full again. Let's do that, because I have to keep on top of this. Let's just make sure there's no germs in here. No germs in there. No germs in there. No germs in there. Terrific. Pipe, please. I'll have a pipe, please, Bob. Okay, right. That's going to go into there. That'll then flood into here. Beautiful. Okay. I don't want to actually do much more of that, because we're going to flood our pitcher pump. Seed of a Wearswort. Lovely. Okay, right. How are we doing down here? Okay. Engage brain, Simon. Have we built that power line? We have. Good. All right. What else do we need? This can go to there. That's great. So we've got some nice rooms that we can do ready for activities. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to have... I need to have an oil refinery. I'm going to bring all the oil up here and actually just do it. That's going to then chuck out some natural gas. So what I'm thinking of doing is having these insulated doors. It's not an airlock, but it keeps the temperature. But we should be able to just have... I mean, I don't know how well the heat transfers through the airlock. If I click it, it'll probably tell me. Thermally reactive. Little energy, therefore heat and cool very quickly. So that's the trouble. Insulated door, not even slightly thermally reactive, but... So what I'm thinking of doing, rightly or wrongly, and don't shoot the messenger, this is going to be ugly. What I'm thinking of doing is for all of these, is we are going to have a mechanized airlock. We'll start with this one. What we're going to do is we're going to deconstruct the offending ladders. Like that. Get that. Have we got rid of the power line now? We have. Good. So we can put this in here. We can also deconstruct that as a building. That's a building, right? Yeah, building. Good. Yeah, and then they can carry on with the fire pole there. Sort that out. Great. Good. Do they need this? Not really. Again, don't worry about it. Okay. So, I would like, or as they say in France, je voudrais, and that's my French entirely done. X. Thank you. Let's get rid of all these ladders, because we're not going to need... Okay, careful. Right. Right. just pause the game because I need to think, and I feel rushed. If not, I want to do. Let's just start this. One of them. One of them. One of them. That's great. For that, this has currently got 720. These going to take what? 120. Okay. So theoretically, that power line should be able to run these because it's only got that on. What have you got on you? You've got 965. What have you got on you? You've got a lot, but then you don't need a lot. Okay, so we don't need to power the doors necessarily, but we're going to, just because. Let's clear that out. Right. Okay. Once we've done that, that's going to power the doors. They're going to be doors. That's not going to do the heat very much, though. So what I'm thinking of doing, which feels like a waste, pardon me, feels like a waste of space, but we're going to do it, and we're all going to just live with it, is this. People are going to hate this. What about this for a waste of space? We're just going to do this because I want to try it. So we're going to try it and see what happens. If I have to extend the route, in fact, we could just do that and just have lots of space over here. Yeah, power circuits. Yeah, lovely. We've used a little bit more oxygen that time. How are we doing? It's all right. I think it's all good. Again, yeah, they're full. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're all right. I don't need to worry. Right. Let's just see if we've got booties. Any booties? Anything for the booty? Oh, a bold retro flower pot. Do you know what? Where's a central place? Bold retro... There you go. Lovely. Look at that. Changes it straight away. This is fantastic. Where else have we got a flower pot? We had loads of flower pots kicking about. Beautiful. Right, anyway. Probably not the most important thing. Right, what's going on with the... Okay, this is all done. Let's get this queued up as well. Because what we want to do is we want to extend this. So, well, first of all, we're just going to go like this. Straight down. Oh, is that... Yeah. Okay. Okay, so as it turns out, this nastiness here needs to be extended further. Let's just go to there and be done with that. Good, carry on with that. Right, down here, we're going to do this. We're going to deconstruct building. That's great. They're going to do that. Good. Get this all built. They're in suits anyway, so we should be good. What is happening down here, just out of interest? Is it Nightmare Hellscape? Wow. Sorry, wrong one. Yeah, it's starting to actually not be cold anymore, hot anymore, but this is actually cooling down nicely. We've got plenty of oil being created because we're not really using it. Oh, this is becoming challenging. Yeah, that's fine. We've got space up here so we can get rid of things. There's also a way... I'm sure there's a way to just nullify things, but what we'll actually do is we'll send we'll go up to space, and then when it goes to a vacuum up here, we're actually going to just eject any gases we don't like into space, and we'll worry about that when we get there. That's 3. 2 was alright, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, 3. Okay, good. So having done this idiotic thing, what we're going to do is we're then going to do an insulated door here, here, and here in a vague attempt to stop the, you know, stuff from leaking out. And then we can just use tile because now we're insulated and we've got some activities. 134, 134, 134. Great. Okay. Whether this is good, whether this is going to sort out the heat, who knows? But we're going to try. And actually what I'm going to do is... I know I've just built this, but I'm just going to get myself some more space. And we can come all the way to somewhere here for the sake of it. Like that. We'll let them build those. Once they've done those, And actually, we're going to need to build this down to here. That's great. This can be tile, like that. And then they can come across there. Why can't they could come straight across here? I don't know why I'm not doing that, really. Let's do that. Ah, that's the geyser. That's why we're not doing that. Did I look at that one? Is that the... Oh, no. Right. Pause. I've forgotten which one this is. Cool slush geyser. I mean, we have so much water. So much water. Okay, we'll leave that be for now. I don't want to let that out because that's going to give us some watery nightmares. This is also a little bit damp. What are you? Carbon dioxide. I mean, they're going through this water the whole time. We could just do that for now. Okay. Muckroot. Yeah, you can know where to put the muckroot. That's fine. I mean, the muckroot, there should be somewhere to put the muckroot. There's no reason why we shouldn't still do the muckroot in here. There's some... Oh, I see. I understand. I understand. Right. Okay. How are we doing here? Great. No. Do that, please. Look at this lovely wall they've built here. That's great. Now how are they going to build the next one? Yeah, wish I'd thought of that. Oh, you can build a ladder on top of... Great. Do that. Great. Good, we deleted that. That's good. Build that there. The idea is that I don't want to let the gases in, you see? So I'm extending out from the outside, and then I'm going to deconstruct the tiles from the inside, thus giving me more hatch-tastic stuff. Crowded and cramped. 81, 7, 84. Yeah, we'll see what happens when we extend the inside. If we run out of a coal situation again, we have so much coal. We should burn more coal, really, for our electricity. But we've also got quite a lot of hydrogen and quite a lot... Oh, well. Maybe we can build an electric rocket. Is that a thing? Can you build an electric rocket? Oh, careful. Down here somewhere is our... Right. I say, so solid fuel combustion, liquid gas, cryofuel combustion, hydrocarbon. Who knows? We're bound to need electricity at some point. Shall we just get this... Should we just get all the things done? So then we can start... Jet... Yeah, transit tubes. This is all fine. We need all this stuff anyway. So let's just start getting the research done. We've got idle dupes anyway. Okay, this is great. I'm loving this. Don't know why. I just am. Okay, that's done like that. So that's great. Let's do this. Let's do that. That's fine. And then we're going to go straight down like that and straight across like that. If they get trapped in here, it's going to be a sad time. But let's just see what happens. Okay, meanwhile, back over here. That's great. Congratulations. Build that. Sweep this. I know it seems like I'm being extra careful with the sweeping all the time, but trust me, the game doth lag if you don't sweep stuff up eventually. So coal, we're going to put coal somewhere. Can we put coal anywhere else? Do we need to go up there anymore? We probably don't. So let's do deconstruct buildings. Great. 2 more of you, please. Great. Meteor showers, that's fine. Building lacks resources, so many things. Germs. No germs. Oh, that's so good. So good. And then that's powering oxygen, right? Yeah. That's great. This is powering that, which is fine. The toilets, I take it we're still... Yeah, I mean, this is powering our toilets, right? Unless I've completely forgotten. That's correct. This power line, has that been connected now? It has. Which means we can do that. This now has 960. This now has only 480. They can now groove on down at the same time as having a coffee. Woohoo! Right. And a surf. I've still yet to capture someone surfing, but there we go. We'll worry about you at a later date. This water level is going to be fine. Okay, water definitely not a problem for us just at the moment. Look at this. Right. Deconstruct. Buildings only. Okay. Do that. Do that. Do that. Okay, we'll see what happens with that. We're definitely going to sweep that. We're going to grab this and we're going to go copy settings and put that in there and that. They'll all go white. That's great. Okay, you. Come here. Still cramped. Let's just find out what happens when the world sorts itself out. They might not be cramped. They're still cramped. Okay, interesting. 7 of 7. You're still cramped. What about you? You still cramped? I might just let them settle for a minute. Just in case they're not actually cramped. You actually cramped? This room will become too crowded once nearby eggs hatch. Interesting. Okay. I still want these rooms to be where we get more eggs. Or do I just put that in here, actually? Am I that stupid? Okay, you are priority 8. You're priority 7. Okay, I'm absolutely stupid. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put this in here. That's right. That's what we're going to do. That's great. They're going to build those. This is where they're currently... This one's currently powered there. This one's currently powered here. You're already 960 with that on it, but you're going to take that off. Okay, yeah, 960. You're going to take that off. You're going to be a new power line. Okay. Okay, great. Right. And then this can be just the automation capital of the world. This can be deconstructed. This can be deconstructed. Now this is an 8. Copy settings to there. They're hatch eggs. That's great. These have been deconstructed. This can be deconstructed. This can be deconstructed. You can be deconstructed. You can be deconstructed. You can be deconstructed. All that automation wire can be given back. Okay, this will now, these should now be absolutely ecstatic. 900% reproduction rate. That's great. So then I think we can make this 8 again. Because now this room is bigger. Where's my room bonus? Room size 87. Okay. Room D, building 6, critters. I might just leave it at 7. I'm just going to leave it at 7. Because I think that's good. Sweep everything, please. Okay. These will now be... That needs a power line, so let's just talk about power again. So you... Okay, you are 960, but they only used a little bit. You are 720. It's just a hellscape of power lines. Okay, you can go to there. You can be deconstructed because it's just spare. That's fine. We're going to create another power line here for this. Yes. That can't do because of things. But that's alright. We can put this here like this. This is the expensive wire, so we'll put you here like that. Again, cannot emphasize enough how I'm sure I am triggering so many people, but hey ho. We'll fix things later, as in the traditional way Simon plays this game. Okay. Great. That's going to be there like that. And then we'll have a lovely wire bridge. There, please. Yeah, that will then power these, because this will then have 840 on it. Terrific. Wow, they have got so much spare time. But this should now start to do wonderful things, because those eggs will be collected. Can this do any hatch egg? Okay, so this one is a hatch egg. This one can be a stone hatch egg. Great, and then that will sort that out. And then these... Why have they got no power? Alright, because I haven't done that. Great. Okay. Then once they do that, they will then... Can I tell them what to sweep? No. How do I tell it what to sweep? Oh no. Don't tell me they have to choose what to sweep. How do I determine what to sweep? Vertical wind tunnel. Right, pause. Hang on a second. Shipping. Auto sweeper. Only loads the resources of your choosing. How do I... Okay. Thinking. Stores the solid materials of your choosing. How do I just pick up? It doesn't really matter. If they put coal in here, that doesn't matter. I don't care. Right, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Auto sweeper, conveyor loader, conveyor rail. Sweet. Oh, it uses a... Okay, that's fine. We got iron. Right, can I just do... Where do I join that on? Here? Let's do this and see what happens. Oh, we can go through there. That's great. You're going to go up here. Let's just trundle through here. Try that. Conveyor chute. Pop it. There, please. Right, let's just see what happens. I've got no idea. I don't know whether I need to connect from there or whether I need to connect from the middle. We will find out. That's going to collect everything, so that will collect the coal as well as anything else. I just want to see it working, really. Right, meanwhile, down here, they've done that, which is great. So now we can do some more things like disable. We can now get rid of all that. Great. I kind of want to see this actually happening. So this is here. I didn't realise this told you how much. They're incubated. That's cool, isn't it? Right. Okay. Is this actually doing anything? It's connected. I'd sort of like to see something zap along there. I don't know whether we will. It's having a munch. Did that just pick up some coal? Content empty. There's some coal here. Right, so is that going to pick up coal? We're never going to know, are we? Because someone's going to come and clean that up. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh. Hugging. Excellent. I mean, we could actually... We could actually just let that... If we do 3 to 1, they could actually have more incubation. Why not? Still want to see this connected up. That's 7. Is there a reason? Conveyor rail is a skilled operation. Okay, that's fine. They're still doing it. They're still creating it. That's fine. Okay, good. Okay, I might have to wait a little while for that. Oh, let's see what we've got on here. Something good? Why not? Again, I will consider more duplicants, but we're kind of stable on the old food thing. But we are now rapidly increasing our, our food production, hopefully. Again, I do desperately want to see this actually doing some stuff. Okay, sweep that. That's great. There's definitely something has happened here, which is good. This is still pumping through here, but that's based on a red signal, so that should have... be disabled by... yeah, good. Good. Again, water, we seem to have... heat. Temperature is a problem. We need to sort the temperature out, because this is going to be too hot. So we definitely need to sort out our temperature and get a cooling loop going somehow. Which we can work. Research complete. Great. We're definitely using slightly more oxygen than we are producing. This is great. Let's sort this out. And then we can start thinking about moving our things up. We can do that already. Let's start at the bottom. And again, I'm just making this up. We might have to rebuild this. We can rebuild you. We're going to do some oil refineries. And we're going to start the oil refinery here. I'm just going to do one, because I just want to actually start thinking about what I'm doing. That oil refinery is going to end up chucking out some petroleum, which is going to come up and into there for now. Okay, that's great. And that's going to need the oil, which we're going to need to get from down here, which again is going to utilize pipe-tasticness. You're disabled, which will... well, this is going to be... this could be the pipe, because... yes, because we're not going to need that anymore, because we're not going to have that down there anymore. So, this pipe is no longer going to be here. This pipe can just come straight up. Well, we're already here. Why not? So, we're going to wait for the lag. There we go. And then we're going to disconnect that. We're going to deconstruct that. No. We're going to deconstruct that. No. Cancel that. And then this, I would like to come up to here and go in there. That's fine. And for now, just pull that back a bit so they don't have to think about it. Then down here, this needs to rapidly, just in case I do something horrendous at some point in my future, which I may well do. We're going to do this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And get rid of that. This pump can be deconstructed. This wire can also be deconstructed. And then we need to think about what we're doing down here. So these, whilst they're doing marvellous work for now, we're now going to change all of this. So it's time. So you can be deconstructed. You can be deconstructed. We're going to get rid of all this for now. So you can be deconstructed. You and you. I'll tidy up later what's going on down here. That can stay going because we need to do this. The oil pump is we're going to keep. I'd like to... they should just turn that... I think if I deconstruct that, that'll turn into... I think what I might do, actually... let's be clever. Let's be clever. So actually up here, instead of that, just for a moment, what we'll do is we'll join that up, and this can be snipped off. And what we'll actually do is we will connect all of this. Yep, there might be a little petroleum leakage. Like that. Grab a liquid bridge and go that way. And that will pump all our petroleum, hopefully, out of these. Yeah, that's good. And up to there. Look at that. And that's going to go straight away up here and into those tanks. So that will transfer our petroleum, hopefully, out of the tanks. That's good. Once that's done, we can get rid of that pipage. Like that. You're not being deconstructed, are you? No, good. We then can seriously consider stopping all this, because you don't care about getting hot. You might get a little bit toasty. But actually, we can stop all this heating loop from happening, cooling loop from happening, so you can be deconstructed now. which is great. And then we can move on with our lives. Okay, that was a good experiment. This is on the grid. That can now be deconstructed. We've got some automation down here that we can get rid of. We've got some power that we can get rid of. And eventually we need to keep that power line because that's powering this. Yeah, we need the oil pump, that's right. That can be deconstructed. That can be deconstructed. That's fine, because that's powering that. This is powering that, so that can go. Yep. All of that can go. And that can be deconstructed, because we don't want that anymore. Great! Great, 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 great. Sweep that. No, no. What was I doing there? Okay, automation wire. That's good, yeah. Get rid of that. What I actually meant to do is K for sweep. That's great. That's still depositing oil. Yeah, good. This gas filter, all this gas pipe and things can be deconstructed. Because we're not going to keep that anymore for now. And then we'll worry about expanding that and then letting everything out. This is our petroleums coming up here. Wowza. That's good. Not quite sure what I just did there. Pressed the wrong button, but doesn't matter. Right. So now we've got an oil refinery here. The oil refinery, remind me, it's going to give off that and it's going to give off natural gas. Okay. So that's what it's going to do. It's going to give off natural gas. This isn't perfect as far as in, you know. But it's something, right? They're going to have to go in there to hit this and we're going to lose. We're going to get some nastiness come out of here, but we'll deal with that as and when. But this is going to give off natural gas. We will then want to get the natural gas out eventually. So we will go ventilation, gas pump, and we'll pop this here, and then we'll worry about what we're going to do with that in a minute. Okay, meanwhile, back at the ranch, what's happening up here? Have we got... What's over here? Anything? So these should be waiting for... I know this might be waiting for paint to dry. Oh. Has this got anything on it? No? Okay, this, I'm assuming, is just going to grab stuff. I'd really like to see it work. Be really nice if this just did something. I don't know. I sort of want to watch it. I know this is like literally watching paint dry or coal be excreted. But I'd love to see it pick something up. Oh, right, and critter eggs. Critter eggs. Where's egg? Is it you? No. Is it you? Yes. Okay. Hatch eggs. No. Okay, I don't want eggs in. I don't want hatch eggs in there at all. That's fine. That's good. Because that hatch egg is incubating. That's fine. Wart seed. I mean, we could actually... Where was hot? All here. So actually... Don't know whether we can fit one. I mean, that doesn't hurt. Don't know whether we can cram one in there, can we? Can we stick one in here? Why not? I'd love to see something on this conveyor belt. Have another one of those. And then we're doing all of these at what? 7s? Yeah. Great. Okay, we had a hatch egg. That's there, so we've got a hatch egg spare. Okay, we can pop the extra ones in there, but they'll get... Yeah, blueprint, gold amalgam, thank you. Okay, we could do this, which is what we're going to do, is we're going to do this instead. Let's just pop a automatic dispenser in here. Again. And we'll do a sweep only for the hatch eggs so that I can actually do that. So that's going to start to cool a little bit of this area, which is great. We're going to sweep this. My God, I've been talking for an hour. It's because I had a plan. That's what the problem is. Right, you don't need any more, so let's just deal with this. God, they got so much spare time. I nearly did a terrible thing then. That pipe's now starting to ignore me. Or ignore me? Not ignore me. It's definitely not going to ignore me. The pipe's starting to annoy me is the word I'm looking for. Great, do that. I really want to see something on the conveyor belt. Right, you want sweep only egg for hatch egg. Sweep only. Now, where was that hatch egg? Or have they already incubated it? Careful. Yeah. What else have we got? Have we got anywhere? Well, yeah, that'll be... Sweepy'll deal with that. They left any more of their food on the floor? No, but they're getting rid of that. The coal has gone into there, which is great. Anything on the conveyor belt? Anything at all on the conveyor belt? So that, I've done hatch, yeah, critter egg, and that should be sweep only. Yeah, that's okay, good. Otherwise they pick it up, put it in, pick it up, put it in, as you saw at the start. Right, why is this coal not picking anything up? Why is that not picking that coal up? Not that I necessarily want it to pick the coal up, but I definitely want it to pick the eggs up. Materials are automatically sucking out the debris. Yeah, okay, fine. Conveyor delivered to any conveyor loader conveyor receptacle. Surely it just works, right? Come on, pick that up. Why aren't you picking that up? Come on, pick it up. Why are you not picking... Someone else is going to... Yeah. You got an issue? Any issues? Carrying capacity, power consumed, Maxwell's... I don't know. I'm a bit confused as to why they're not picking any of these things up. I mean, that's connected to the conveyor belt, right? Okay. Right. Let's just slow the game down here, because... These eyes... We got any other, We haven't got any other blueprints, right? No. Okay. Okay. Slow the game down. We have started the migration of everything from down here up here. This is good. We have a plan. This is nasty in here. We're going to pump these out and deal with what's going on in here. Hopefully this is some sort of sensible thing for the... Sorry, just mop that. A better place for the heavy industry. We can start to do plastic next time. All is well. I think this is good. I haven't seen anyone on a surfboard yet. I haven't managed to capture that. Have we got nasty air up here? Yeah, we have. That's okay. That'll pop out here and then get dealt with. I mean, it is a bit nasty in there. Why don't we... just going to do this, even though I said I'm finished, but you know me. Airflow tile, that's fine. Let's just do that so the air can come out. We don't want the water to come out, so we do need to make sure we've got airflow at all times. Just making sure we've got airflow here, that's great. I will have a look and see what's going on with our sweepers, because I don't know why they didn't pick that coal up. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. We will find out. Anyway, thank you for coming along on for the ride. Things are happening. Here's an egg. So that egg there, they've got nowhere to put that. Oh no, they were going to put the eggs in here if they... That's okay, because they should put the eggs in here. Yeah, this isn't perfect, right? Because they really need to pick these eggs up as well. Who knows? We will see. We've started to have a go. There are, you know, we'll see what happens. These are multiplying at an excellent rate now, so that's the most important thing. Okay, I'm thinking I'm just stalling now. Thank you for coming along, and I look forward to seeing you next time.